Foxy up in the chat. Jackson Reed, what up, fam? What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining us. I was just logging in and getting everything set up, and I saw that I'm going live the same time Paul Ulibarri is going live, which is what it is. I had no idea. If you guys want to go watch Paul instead, I totally understand. What's up, Darian? Thanks for being here, man. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about how to start and grow a YouTube channel. I'm going to be answering any questions you guys have and just sort of going over some practical steps that will help you grow a channel quickly. It'll help you gain subscribers fast. Because a lot of people will say like, well, you have to get lucky or you just have to sort of be at the right place at the right time. There are really practical steps that a lot of YouTubers take and stuff like that. And I'm here to share them with you. For a little bit of, what's up, Packmaster? Dude, Dakota, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. I didn't realize you knew about the channel. I'm glad you're here. Awesome. So yeah, we'd love to know what, awesome. Yeah, I'd be happy to, I'm going to talk about that, Colorado. Thanks for being here as well. Super hyped for this, guys. We got a lot to talk about. I'm going to get you guys' questions here pretty soon. I first want to start off by telling you how we kind of started. Right now, we're about 8 months into, I think it's about 8 months. We started last May, maybe a little more, 10 months. And we have 2.8 thousand subscribers. We started from complete scratch. No social media following. We were not professional disc golfers or anything like that. Just started the channel from complete scratch and built it from 0 subscribers. I didn't even tell like a lot of family or friends about it. It started off as just a sort of for fun project thing. Started off at 0 subscribers and worked our way up to where we are now, and we're still growing. January was actually our best month yet because of you guys. What's up, Joseph? I did watch the Super Bowl. I was rooting for Tampa Bay. I'm from Florida originally, but I was also kind of hoping for a little bit of a comeback from KC. Didn't happen. Who'd you guys root for in the Super Bowl? And why was it Tom Brady? No, just kidding. Right now I'm coming to you live from Maine, so there are a few people who aren't too happy about Brady winning the Super Bowl. How far can I throw? That's a good question, unrelated. Probably on a really good day, like 350. On a normal day, like 300. Pretty average arm. I don't have a very fast arm speed. If I'm in an open field and just completely yakking it with no just not aiming at anything whatsoever, I've hit 400 feet. But I'm not going to go around telling people I can throw 400 feet because I can't. From Brunswick, dude, what is up? I'm just down the road, kind of. But anyways, I'm going to get back into the YouTube thing. If any of you guys are watching this after the live stream has ended, and for those of you who are watching the live stream, be sure to check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because like 80% of people who watch our videos aren't subscribed, which is crazy. Yeah, Colorado, I didn't watch a lot of football this season either. I'm a big Dolphins fan, so it's kind of like really sad. But yeah, Brady's so much fun to watch. Crazy. So anyways, I have steps that I'm going to walk you guys through on starting a channel. I don't know if any of you watching live right now are interested in starting a channel, or maybe you have a small channel. And this goes for disc golf channels. I'm going to talk specifically about disc golf channels, but right now I'm just going to talk about starting a YouTube channel in general. And I want to preface all of this by saying, if you just want to start a YouTube channel for fun and you're just like, you're posting videos with your friends, you're not looking to grow it or anything like that, that is totally fine. You do not have to treat YouTube like a business like some people do. A lot of channels actually start off that way. They start off, that's pretty much our story was, I always enjoyed content creating, making videos and stuff like that. Me and my friends, I have friends down in Georgia that I'm super distant with, and it was just like an awesome thing to keep us in touch with each other, making videos and having fun. And then we eventually realized a few things that could make our videos better and better, and I just really enjoy YouTube and content creation, so it grew from there. Dude, Dakota, 100 subs is really good. That's awesome, man. Colorado, thank you so much for subscribing. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people watch the videos and they don't realize they're subscribed, so I really appreciate that. Bro, Foxy, you are. That is so hype. I'm pretty sure we're going to have more emotes coming on the way. For those of you who don't know, we have channel memberships live. If you want to hit the join button, you get access to emotes, merch, There's like a whole ton of video, like exclusive content videos we're putting out all the time. There's a huge library of fun videos. Foxy just used one of the emotes. We're going to be live streaming watch parties of the disc golf tournaments coming up. And that's sort of why we made like the tree-jected emote and the chains emote. What's up, Bryce? Thank you so much for joining us, man. Good to have you here. But yeah, like I said, we just sort of started off making videos for fun. And then I started to do a little bit of research and understand how YouTube works. I'm going to tell you okay, first things first, starting a YouTube channel. And like I said, prefaced by if you want to just have fun and not really think about it, that's totally okay. Just have fun. Don't even think about it. Make videos. If you want to get really serious about it, the first thing you have to kind of do is find your niche. And there's a lot of different ways to go about starting a YouTube channel. This is not like the Bible of how to start a YouTube channel, but I'm going to give you some practical advice. Find your niche. And niches have so many levels. I can use disc golf for an example. We are a disc golf channel, and that's sort of our broad niche. But within that niche, there is like, are you a professional disc golfer? Are you a casual disc golfer? Do you do course reviews? Do you do, what I'm trying to say, tournament coverage? There's tiny niches within the broad niches. If you are doing fun, are you a mystery box sort of like unboxing channel, things like that? We've experimented with a bunch of different ones, and I can tell you that finding your niche is important, but also doing what you enjoy is important. The videos that I have enjoyed doing most is when we get out into the community and give stuff away and things like that. But those videos aren't always, I'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, find your niche, because in a thing like YouTube, everything is starting to become oversaturated. So I use disc golf as an example, finding your niche. If you are just a disc golf YouTuber, there's hundreds and hundreds of disc golf YouTubers who, and this is not to throw shade or anything like that, but they put out course reviews, and things like that, because they just want to put out disc golf content, but they haven't found their like smaller niche within the disc golf world. And so that's just one piece of advice, is to find your niche and sort of roll with it. Are you planning on making custom stamp discs for merch drop? Dude, after merch drops, Foxy, the answer to that question is yes. Swirly blue swanky disc, that's good. That's really good idea for that. We have some ideas in the works. After our merch drop, we have a lot of thought process into the future. But yeah, we would love to put out a disc soon. So anyways, step one is sort of finding your niche, finding where you fit in, and that's for starting your channel. Just like off the bat, look up other disc golf YouTubers if you're trying to make a disc golf channel. If you're getting into gaming, the most oversaturated and overpopulated variety of streaming or video making on YouTube, it's like you have to choose a game. You have to choose a game or games that you want to play, that you enjoy playing. And then within that, you have to say, like, am I putting out professional content, or am I putting out like comedy, stuff like that? There are so many niches to find. So my first piece of advice, like I said, is to find your niche and sort of own it and start working around, trying to figure out what works, what people likes. That's the second thing, really, is finding out what works and sticking with it. And I know that might not always sound very fun. There's always a grind phase. If you study any YouTubers, like I have done, anytime you study YouTubers, whether it's disc golf or whatever you're into, like I've been observing Mr. Beast a ton. You guys might watch some of our videos, super inspired by Mr. Beast, doing challenges and giving away like the money we make. Is so much fun, and that is an awesome thing that we enjoy doing. But there's always a grind phase. People like Mr. Beast started out by saying Logan Paul's name 100,000 times and stuff like that. There's a grind phase where you find what works, what's getting views, you pump out that content and you grind. That's not really starting your channel, but that's just something you should be aware of. Is the number two thing is like find what works and own it for a while. Even if it's not the thing you enjoy like the most. Like our videos that do the best are mystery boxes and unboxings and stuff, and we love doing those, but they're not my favorite videos to make. My favorite videos to make are getting out into the community, doing stuff like that. And you absolutely could be in multiple niches. That's a good point, Darian. Okay, and that's why we have experimented with a bunch of different ones to find what works. Like I said, what I enjoy doing is not really the perfect niche that we found ourselves in. What I enjoy doing is getting out into the community, like I said, and playing disc golf with people. Traveling is some of my favorite things to do, and those videos don't do very well at all, but some people like them, and I'm hoping to do bigger and better ones in the future. But yeah, we do tournament vlogs, and we do unboxings, and we do giveaways. We fit into a lot of different niches. We've just sort of experimented, you know, if you've seen Reed and I's video of tournament reviews and sort of like rumor mills and things. We're trying to do as many niches as we can to find which one works. But yeah, finding your niche is tough. You can absolutely be in multiple niches though. Gaming channel, dude, just bought an Elgato, sweet. Yeah, I need a better streaming setup. I don't really have one at all right now, but the internet at my place is just really terrible. Good night, Jackson. Thank you so much for joining us. Dustin Does series, including everything. Yeah, dude, that's disc golf to replacing your brakes. That's awesome. The thing is, you will find the difficulty in that, and this is just like brief, the difficulty in doing multiple niches is when you put out a really good video. Like say we put out an unboxing video that gets us like hundreds of subscribers overnight. The next video we post, if it's not an unboxing video, you're gonna get a lot of people who say like, I didn't know these guys aren't like only an unboxing channel, and they'll unsubscribe or they won't watch your content again, which doesn't happen super often depending. But say you put out a really awesome video about replacing brakes, like a tutorial of how to replace brakes, and everybody goes on and checks it out, and you gain hundreds or even thousands of subscribers or something like that from one brakes video, replacing brakes video, and then you come out and put a disc golf video out the next day, people are gonna be like, okay, I subscribed to this guy because I thought he was gonna like give me car tutorials every week, and so I'm gonna unsubscribe. That might not happen. I'm just saying that can be a difficulty within that field. Random question, if you have tested any out, which LED lights for disc pop out the most when it gets dark? I have not tested any out. I wish I have. I'm not super well versed in LED lights, aside from I work in a church and have used some like bar lights. Those always work pretty well. Sorry, Foxy, got nothing for you. I wish Reed's latest one showed a little more of the tournament. Yeah, that was the thing, was we actually had somebody who was planning to go and shoot Reed actually playing the tournament. We just posted a members only video of a tournament recap with Reed. And I really enjoy tournament vlogs too. Those are also some of my favorite, but it's been hard for us because they're not allowing caddies or spectators. And so Reed couldn't have anyone to go and film with him. All he could do was get shots of other people, and he didn't want to ask other players to like film him when they were playing. But I totally get that. In the future, hopefully when things settle down a little bit, we'll be able to do way better and bigger travel vlogs. I want to get to Finland so bad and do a travel vlog over there. But yeah, that's the issue with that. The next thing, I'm gonna like starting your channel. If you have any questions on like starting a channel, you can let me know. I'm not gonna talk about starting the channel for too long, because it really, a lot of it is just having fun. You have to have good ideas. Like people say, it's just luck. It's not all just luck. You have to have good ideas that fit within a niche that people are gonna watch. We have a very specific niche. Like I said, we try a bunch of different things, but our like disc golf within the disc golf world is like comedy and unboxings and stuff like that. Our videos all fall into a very different, like specific niche. And we've learned sort of what works and what doesn't work over a lot of experimentation and what we enjoy doing and things like that. I love content creating. Somebody asked earlier what I edit with. At the moment, I just use iMovie. If I could, I would be using Premiere though, without the shadow of a doubt. I've become a bit of an iMovie whiz these days, but yeah, how many vids did it take for you to start getting lots of views? That is a really good question. That's what I'm gonna talk about right now. As far as growing your channel, for starting out, also, I'll get into the camera question in a second. But for growing your YouTube channel, there's a few like really important things to do. I can tell you it is so difficult to be, even where we're at right now. Like I said, this is coming from a channel of about 2.8 thousand subscribers in like 8 months, which is really good for what we are, but we're still growing and we have a long ways to go. But basically to grow your channel, it's difficult because you can't really shout yourself. Self-promotion is not cool, in case you didn't know that. That's what people tell you all the time. It's hard, like when you're starting out and nobody really knows who you are and you're going out and filming disc golf videos. I've gotten a lot of eye rolls or people who are thinking like, oh, he's just, a disc golf YouTuber trying to be like Simon Lizotte, when that's not really it at all. Our videos are nothing like Simon Lizotte's. We love Simon Lizotte, by the way. He's freaking amazing. But that's the thing. That's who you're compared to when you're even just starting out and you have 0 subscribers and you're trying to make a video. And you can't like go out on Reddit. I did that a little bit. I would post our videos on Reddit and things like that and say like, hey, we gave away discs, or we're giving away a disc, or we made this really cool video. And some people will respond well. Other people have literally responded like, self-promotion, get this trash out of here. It can be really tough. So anyways, that's all to say this one thing. Something you can do practically to grow your channel is to engage the other YouTube communities, the channel communities within your niche. So like I said, we're Disc Golf. If you're watching this and you're making a gaming channel or something like that, which I've had experience in as well, is going to, like, you can't expect people to watch your channel and watch your content if you don't watch any other, like you're not involved in the disc golf community at all. Like you've never watched another disc golf video. I mean, you guys probably have because you watched our channel. But like if you're gaming or something like that and you don't watch any other gaming channels or things like that, you can't expect people to watch yours. So what you do is you spend an hour a day. This is the practical advice. Spend an hour a day or more if you can, and go around to other channels that are like yours. I did this when we first started out. I still do it every now and then. Spend an hour a day looking at other channels within your niche. Like I'll go look at other disc golf channels. I'll watch people's videos. I'll comment on them. I'll like them. I'll subscribe to them. And I support other YouTubers. And that's how you tend to grow. I used to do like hundreds of channels a day, just going through and like commenting. I would actually pay attention to the video. Don't watch it for 2 seconds and then jump off. Watch the video and say like, dude, at 2 minutes and 14 seconds, that throw was amazing, or things like that, and just engage the community. And sometimes you can drop a comment that says like, hey, I hit you with that sub, man, awesome stuff, keep going with it. And people will say, hey, I hit you with the sub back, and that's how we grew a good amount of subscribers there. PowerShot SX 740 is actually a great camera. I have a PowerShot SX 540 20, and it's terrible. I wouldn't recommend it at all. The 740 HS is great though, and it is pretty cheap. That's good. Good looks, Foxy in the comments. I use 2 cameras. I use an SX 540 and my phone camera. If you guys have an iPhone 12 or above, they are perfect for vlogging and things like that. They have really good audio. They can't zoom very well is the issue. So for sports and things like that, it's not always the best. But like I'll use my phone camera for catch cams and stuff like that because you don't really have to zoom. So that's a good point out. How many videos did it take, as a specific question, how many videos did it take for us? It was probably like 10 videos in. And that's the thing. We started out just making course reviews and travel vlogs and stuff like that, which I really enjoy travel vlogs. That's like one of my big passions. But there's this next step in growing your channel is called trend jacking. It's just a fancy YouTube term for saying following trends and things like that. Our first videos that started to do really well were Discmania mystery boxes around mystery box season. And then a video we did on like a Get Freaky Zone was probably our first video that did more than a couple hundred views. We tried to buy a Get Freaky Zone and we couldn't, and it actually stirred up a lot of controversy, which was kind of sad. But trend jacking in the world of disc golf involves there's 2 different types of trend jacking. There's trend jacking within your niche, and then there's like universal trend jacking. So for us, trend jacking within the niche of disc golf, niche, I'm gonna say it 2 different ways the whole video. Trend jacking within disc golf means like paying attention to what tour series discs are coming out, who's going to what team, what the latest Simon Lizotte trend is, like whatever he's doing, things that like you saw after. A lot of people do this naturally. When Simon Lizotte comes out with or I think Ricky Wysocki originally did a round in a big inflatable suit, everybody else follows, you know? And that's smart to do that because people see that content, they know it's really good, and they look for more of it. So like I said, within your niche, things like tournaments, other disc golf YouTubers, what's popping off, and then universal ones. People who are on YouTube, even if they're just watching disc golf videos, they probably watch other YouTube videos too, like Mr. V's videos where he goes out and says like, last person to leave this circle gets $10,000 or things like that. When I we gave away $100 in a putting contest. I said last one to miss a putt gets $100. that's completely trend jacking things that are trending on YouTube, and that's things that Mr. Beast is doing. It just so happens that I love doing that and enjoy it so much, so it works out. I'm surprised your comedy videos don't get the most views. Me too. They actually kind of do. They get our like second most views next to our unboxings, but some of them are pretty close. You can look at our most popular uploads. This is another way to grow your channel, is once you have started getting a couple views, you've engaged in the community, even if you're getting like tens of views and things like that, you can see you go back and you study your videos that do well. You study the videos that do well, and you don't have to do the same thing every time as far as content, but you need to repeat the process. If you look at any big YouTuber, any of them, their thumbnails are almost identical between videos and topics. Their thumbnails are always the same. Their outros and intros are almost always the same. Just little things like that help grow your channel so much because it keeps people coming back. It keeps consistency. How much have you all spent on the channel as a sum, rough estimate? Darian, that is a great question. Honestly, I can't even, I don't even know. I can't, like a rough estimate of exactly how much, I can't really tell you. I can tell you it's more than we've made by a little bit to this point, because when we started out, if you don't know, if you haven't started a YouTube channel, you start with 0 subscribers, and you have this little wheel. There's this tab in YouTube Studio that says monetization. There's a little wheel that starts at 0, whichever side 0 is on. There's 2 wheels actually. One is view duration, viewing hours. You have to get 4,000 viewing hours and 1,000 subscribers in order to get monetized and start making ad revenue, which is pretty insignificant. Getting monetized is a big deal, but the money you make from it is pretty insignificant. And so it took us a good 4 or 5 months to get to 1,000 subscribers. And for those 4 or 5 months, anytime I gave something away or anytime I traveled to do a video, it was all straight out of my own pocket. I gave away like $80 in discs one day that I just, out of my own pocket, because, and not like this, oh gosh, that sounds like really braggy, but it's not. It's just something I had an idea for a video. I couldn't stop thinking about it. That's another thing, is you have to be passionate about it. Like I stay awake at night with YouTube video ideas, like going through my mind saying like, what course can I go to next? Or what discs can I give away? What would be a really fun giveaway? Things like that. Tanner Christensen, you can absolutely get a shout out. Shout out to Tanner. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the support. So yeah, there's that. Where I was at was repeating the process of your best videos. Can't tell you how much money I've spent on the channel. It's more than I've made by far. And yeah, it takes time to make money. Absolutely. We're still growing. And we're starting to be able, the best thing about ad revenue is that we're starting to be able to use that towards our giveaways and things like that. So we're not making money, but we're not having to like break our own bank, you know, to give away stuff. No problem, Tanner. Thank you for being here, man. The next thing that I'm going to get into is the YouTube video, practical things for your YouTube video specifically. And this is a big thing because people don't understand, and you'll hear so many different videos and stuff telling you all of the different little nitty-gritty details behind the YouTube algorithm and things like you need likes, you need comments, you need this, you need that, you need to make sure you have these tags, you need to make sure your description says this. Description is somewhat important, but here's the bottom line, and you ask any of the big YouTubers, and I mean like the big YouTubers who have like tens of millions of subscribers or more, it is not about how many likes or comments you get and things like that. There are 2 things that matter in your YouTube video. One is view duration, and the other is click-through rate. And that is, I don't want to say that's it, but that's pretty much it. You want to get, it's simple. The YouTube algorithm is often like over-explained. The bottom line is YouTube wants people to click on a video and watch it all the way to the end. That's the bottom line. If you, I'm giving you some insight into our videos. If you watch our videos, we keep our intros short, we keep our outros short. We try to get to the content right away, because anytime you do a long intro or a long outro, you're giving somebody a chance to get bored and click away from the video. The bottom line is good clickbait, and clickbait, you know, isn't really clickbait if it's true, but you have to have a good title, a captivating title, and a captivating thumbnail to get people to click your video. And then you have to, you know, double down on the content so that people watch to the end of the video. Our most, well, I shouldn't say, yeah, our most commented on video, I think, had roughly 500, 600 comments and maybe 500, 600 likes. The video had 3.8 thousand views, 500 comments, 500 likes, like 3.8 thousand views, right? Our most viewed video has 45,000 views now, and it has like 50 comments, maybe a couple hundred likes. Likes and comments do not push through videos as much as you think they did. YouTube really cares about people clicking on videos, watching to the end. That's the big thing about, and I get a lot of what I say from just watching interviews with other big YouTubers, especially Mr. Beast, because he's the YouTube guru. He has everything figured out as far as YouTube goes. Yeah, and I can talk about a little bit, if you guys are here thinking about disc golf or making a disc golf channel specifically, I can tell you, I had mentioned the niche thing and finding a more specific niche. Most disc golf YouTubers right now, this is just a little insight, are putting out content that has to do with just playing a course or reviewing a course. And this might sound harsh, but this is something I had to tell myself, is that people don't really want to watch you play disc golf, and that's it. Because people don't really want, this is what I told myself, I was like, people don't really want to watch me play disc golf. Why would you watch me just go out and play around when you can watch Simon Lizotte, Paul Macbeth, Paul Ulibarri go out and play around, if that makes sense. And it's getting that way. But like I said, starting out with 0 subscribers, not knowing anyone famous or anything like that, starting from scratch, you have to come up with really creative ideas and captivating videos in order to draw people in. And that's that's what has been the most enjoyable part of building our channel, was really thinking as much, like, I want to say outside the box, but it's not really, because we do, like I said, a lot of trend jacking and things like that. But it is thinking about, like, outside of the box YouTube video ideas and things like that. I'm just telling you, unless you are already a professional disc golfer, you're not going to be able to start a channel and just play disc golf courses and post videos and gain a really large following, because people have already been doing it. You can go watch a library of hundreds of videos from Simon Lizotte of him doing that. And that's just the bottom line. What bags do you guys use, and do you recommend it? I have a really worn out bag from around 2012, and a new one would make the experience much better. Yeah, no, absolutely. Reed, I'm pretty sure, uses a Prodigy BP2. I use a Prodigy BP4, which is like the mini Prodigy bag. The reason I bought it was it's $20. It's the cheapest bag you can get out there. Holds like 20 discs, maybe, probably less than 20 discs. And it's a terrible bag. I don't recommend it at all. I really wish, Reed's in the chat. Most of us use Prodigy bags. What are the bags that Nick and Josiah use, or Nick uses? Nick uses, our friend Nick uses it. He's been in a lot of videos, uses a really cool bag. It doesn't break the bank, and it works really well. Reed, tell us in the chat if you can. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you guys haven't joined the Swanky team, please consider joining the Swanky team, and you get access to these awesome emotes that I'm about to throw down in the chat. One of them is Chains, Hype. We got Tree-jected. We're gonna start using the Tree-jected emote more when we do. You use BP, Reed, is it Josiah that Nick said that him and Reed, or yeah, Nick and Reed use BP1s. What does Josiah use? Is the one you found at Lincoln's shop that's kind of weird looking? It's like blue and white. You know what I'm talking about, right? Josiah uses a Salient bag, I think. That one, it looks exactly like a BP1, but it's really nice, and it was cheaper. He said he found it at Doggone Good Disc Golf in Georgia. So yeah, those are some of the nitty and gritty things of like the business side of YouTube, finding what works for you. And let me just run down really quick. Find your niche and own it. First thing is find your niche. The second thing is own it. Find a process that works for you. Review it, study it, do it over and over again. Trend jacking is the third thing, basically. Trend jacking, staying relative, being creative. I forgot, I left out join the community, get engaged in the community. Do collaborations. Collaborations are huge. It brings in the community all together, and like, yeah, if you're like 100 subscribers or less, find another YouTuber who's at 100 subscribers or less and try to do a collaboration them. With Fossa Disc Golf bags, I have, oh cool, yeah, I'll definitely look that up, Tony Joseph. Caleb Hart, dude, what is good? Swanky team member Caleb, thank you so much for joining us, man. We were just talking about all the YouTube stuff. Also, I want to give another piece of advice. Don't give up, guys. Sometimes this process takes longer for other people than it does for us. And again, like I said, if you enjoy making YouTube videos, just don't stop. Like I said, you're not going to grow as much if all you're doing is course reviews and things like that. But that's not me telling you to stop making course reviews. If you enjoy that, you have fun doing it with friends and stuff, keep doing it. Let me give you a few examples. I started out with our disc golf channel, I think around a similar time as Trash Panda Disc Golf. If you guys have heard of Trash Panda, he's an awesome YouTuber. He makes his own discs. He makes discs out of recycled plastic. It's the craziest thing ever. You guys have to go check out Trash Panda if you haven't. And for a long time, we had more subscribers than him by just a little bit. I can't remember exactly when. I didn't really notice until he popped off in a video recently that was titled like how to make disc golf discs or something like that. Incredible video, did really well. I'm super happy for that guy. And he now has, I think, close to 7,000 subscribers. And he's been going for about the same time we have. And he's, 5,000 subscribers ahead of us, 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers ahead of us. And so that I want to tell you that to not let that discourage you, because then you also have people like Noah Cronin from Daily Disc Golf. And you guys know Daily Disc Golf, super awesome guy. His videos are really good. He does a lot of course reviews and playthroughs and things like that. And he has a video sort of explaining his disc golf career. He's a professional, by the way. He had a hand injury, so he hasn't played a lot lately. But he's a pro disc golfer. He has about I don't know how many subscribers he has now. Probably close to 10,000. He's got to be closing in on. But he said it took him over a year to get to his first 1,000 subscribers. And he said even after that, it was really slow going. He did a video with Simon Lizotte. Like I said, guys, collaborations are huge. But he did a video with Simon Lizotte, and that sort of projected him upwards. But he makes great videos. He grinded, and it was just something he loved to do. It took him so long, though. So like I said, don't give up. Keep going into it. You'll get there. Thanks, Caleb. We're working on it. I'll look into the bag and try to find. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Prodigy makes great bags, Foxy, if you ever want to look into Prodigy. I say, like, I'm really cheap, so I bought a $20 bag, but the BP2 is not crazy expensive, and it fits so many. We have reviews on them. They're great bags. Obviously, you can't go wrong with grip, but if you go with grip, you're gonna be broke for a long time. And that's the bottom line. That rhymed. Wow. Awesome. So I'm gonna take any questions from any. The Trooper bag is also super nice from Dynamic Discs. Trooper bag is great. Anybody, if you have any questions or anything like that, now is the time. Stay swanky to you too, Matthew. Shout out to Matthew McDevitt in the chat. Any questions on YouTube or disc golf or anything like that, go for it. If you guys are just joining us, we've been talking about the nitty-gritty aspects of starting a YouTube channel and trying to grow the channel. It's super difficult, but it is totally worth it in the long run, and there are little tips and tricks that you can do. Be looking forward to, we have a few really cool videos coming up. I'll tell you guys this exclusively for those who are in the chat. We are coming out, if you guys have heard of EV7 Disc Golf, who just dropped or they haven't dropped it yet. They're looking to drop a putter. They're going to be like a putter-only disc golf brand, disc golf manufacturer. It's called the Penrose. It's an overstable approach putter. We got our hands on one through Reed, and we're going to be doing a review of that next week. What camera do you use to film your rounds? The camera I use is a Canon PowerShot SX540. I would recommend, it is dirt cheap. It's like $200 or something like that. Here's the issue with it. It does not take a microphone. I have a microphone sitting around my house, like a Rode Mini, and I can't use it because the camera is not adaptable for the mic, and it's awful. But it is good for zooming in and stuff like that. It was dirt cheap, like I said. If that's if you need a camera like I did firsthand, you can go buy that. It takes pretty good pictures, but I don't use that too often. Other than that, I do use an iPhone. I have an iPhone SE, so it's basically an 11. If you have an iPhone 10 or higher, they're great cameras. They're literally phenomenal cameras. There's no reason not to vlog with them. The audio is usually really good. That's actually what I'm streaming with right now. I don't know what it looks like. It looks pretty good from my end, but Prodigy prices are at a high in Finland at the moment. That's interesting, Foxy. I want to visit Finland really bad. I need to like do Finnish on Duolingo and study up. I have a few friends in Finland. I would love to get out there and play some courses. Do you have a favorite course in Finland? Let's say like someone, if anyone's out here from Europe or Finland, what is like the #1 disc golf course in Finland? Android cameras, I have no idea about. I'm sorry to say, I don't have an Android. Never really have. I hear there's plenty of Androids with better cameras than iPhones though. So I'm sure like the Google Pixel and certain other Androids are great. Is it better to use your own name for a channel or another name? That's a good question for us. The story of Swanky actually comes from just my childhood. I had friends who, we jokingly said it a lot. When I made an Xbox gamer tag, it was like Swanky Kid or Swanky. My friend's name was Swanky Kid on Xbox. I made mine eventually like Swanky Luke. And then it just stuck, and we used it for Swanky Disc Golf, and it's been really good. You can use your own name. It's fun. I think it's fun and creative to do something different. But like I said, you have to try and think outside the box and make something really fun and creative and not, I don't know. There's a lot of disc golf names that it's like, it has to pertain to disc golf. You know, like I'm not going to say any names because I'm going to say somebody's actual name of their channel. But yeah, you can use your own name. And by the way, I use iMovie to edit Colorado. It's really simple. I use something called Photoscape, which is a free sort of picture editor app. It's really not very good at all, but it's free, and I'm balling on a budget. So I use iMovie and Photoscape to make I use Photoscape to make all my titles and overlays. Because iMovie titles are terrible, and I hate watching a video or having my video have iMovie titles in it, because I'm always in the back of my mind, I'm like, somebody just watched this and said, oh, there's an iMovie title, you know they're using iMovie, what a noob. Which is not true. Like Simon Lizotte, I'm pretty sure, uses iMovie, and his videos are great quality. I would prefer to have Premiere if I could have anything. I wouldn't mind Final Cut Pro either, but iMovie works fine if you can figure your way around it. When are you getting on Fortnite? Luke and I are waiting for you. Robert Matola. So that's Bob, my friend Bob. We play Fortnite every now and then. So I'll probably be playing some Fortnite later tonight. Tanner Christensen, thank you so much for joining us, man. Have a good night. I'm going to be finishing up soon. Monopod and Steadicams work well. Yeah, if you have a Steadicam with an iPhone, makes a great catch cam, great vlogging camera. Can't go wrong with that. Tampere, that's probably not how you pronounce that, right? Tampere Disc Golf Center. I got to say it's the best I've been in. But I'm not even going to pronounce that K word. I really want to take Finnish on my Duolingo app. I might do that. Is the best. That's awesome, dude. I will look that up. I will look you up and let you guys know if I'm ever in Finland, because we do intend on traveling out there, doing a travel vlog, playing courses, disc golf park, and everything like that. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'll be in Finland one of these days, and I'll let you all know. But other than that, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to bid you farewell here, and just remember, I'll say it one more time. A couple things: find your niche. Own your niche, figure out what videos work and keep doing it, and then grow your community, get engaged in the community, comment on other disc golfer stuff, things like that. Look up and do research of how to make videos practical. Like I said, click-through rate, view duration are the most important things. A couple more questions. When you guys run giveaway, how do you run them in a way that is beneficial to the channel? That's actually a really good question. I'm going to talk about that for a second. Giveaways are a very touchy subject, because you cannot just solely base your content on giveaways unless you're at a point to where like Mr. Beast is. I've said Mr. Beast so many times, but he's the golden example. If you're at a point where he is and he's making more money than he's giving away, and he's still giving away money every time somehow, it works, you can do that. But you guys and me probably cannot do that. I definitely can't. So the way we run giveaways is typically we will use, and at this point we use ad revenue and things like that to pay for our giveaways if we can. Sometimes, like the Discmania mystery box that we gave away the entire box and the tilt, that was pretty close to being out of our pockets. We ended up making most of it back. But you have to do it in a way that really is just solely for the specific purpose of giving back to your audience. If you're doing a giveaway to your audience It should be for like a, hey guys, we just hit a couple hundred subs, or we hit 100 subs, things like that. A view, like we hit certain views or whatever, and we want to give back to you. And it encourages people because, you know, they know that you care about them. And like I said, we care about you guys so much. Our community and our Swanky fam, we are so appreciative of you guys. So anytime we hit like a milestone, we know that it's you guys that got us there. And so we give back. And that's sort of the way to go about it. This Sife just was a thanks of 500 followers. Yeah, dude, that's perfect. See, things like that. Shocked by the low amount of entries. Did you, I'm gonna, wait, followers, is this on maybe Instagram or YouTube? Depending on where you do it. If you're posting a YouTube video that is specifically geared saying like giveaway, not a lot of people actually click those YouTube videos. That's just a fun fact. People don't tend to click YouTube videos that say giveaways because they think it might be outdated or they think there's no chance of winning. Instagram, yeah, I don't know why it would get low percentage. You could try promoting it maybe. But yeah, you have to be careful with giveaways because some people get unhealthy attachments to you giving away. Foxy, dude, big shout out. You should visit Finland and check out the scene, but the winters are a pain. Thank you so much for the super chat, Foxy. Huge thank you. And yes, I'm telling you, we're gonna be in Finland someday. It's gonna happen 100%. I'm in Maine right now. I think it's like -2 degrees outside, -2 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I know 0 is freezing for Celsius and 32 is freezing for Fahrenheit. So yeah, though I'm a summer body and I prefer the warmth so much. Why don't I have an S next to my name? Are you a Swanky team member, Robert? Bob? If you're not a part of the Swanky team, you don't get an S. Yeah, join the Swanky team, guys. Get an awesome badge. I wonder if Paul is still... Can you host people on YouTube? I don't know if you can. That'd be funny. Send him my 8 viewers, and I don't think I can though. That'd be cool. All right, guys, we're gonna end it here. Thank you again so much for joining us. If you don't know, Paul Ulibarri is streaming. You guys should. He is okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that, Nick. I don't know. Paul Ulibarri is streaming. Go over there and tell him hello from Swanky Disc Golf and check out his live stream. Thank you guys for joining. I hope we learned something. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you to Foxy for the super chat. Have a great night, guys. Remember, stay Swanky.